Discovery's Street Outlaws was the show that completely changed the game for car racers in the United States. Since 2013, the original drivers from Oklahoma have shown the world what it's like to risk everything to earn a spot on the 405 list. Over time, the crew gained massive fame, the show kept evolving, and several spin-offs were eventually launched. As the years went on, the races got more complex and more exciting, but sadly, some tragedies also came along with that journey. And like all good things, Street Outlaws eventually reached its end. After many seasons and multiple spin-offs, in 2024 the show stopped releasing new episodes, leaving its future uncertain. So what exactly has been the evolution of Street Outlaws? Who were the original 405 drivers and which of them left? Which racers tragically passed away, and how did that impact the series? And is Discovery even interested in the franchise anymore? Stick around, because we're breaking it all down. The very first time Street Outlaws hit Discovery Channel was in June 2013, when Season 1 premiered. Back then, everything was based in Oklahoma City. Some of the original cast included Murder Nova, Jeff Lutz, Doc, Flip, Dave, Dominator, Monza, Farm Truck, AZN, and of course, Justin Shearer, better known as Big Chief. Big Chief quickly became the face of the show. His car, the Crow, was a beast on the road. But more importantly, he was the one who came up with the legendary 405 list that every racer wanted to be on. The drivers we saw on TV weren't new to this world either. Most had been street racing since their teenage years, already local legends in Oklahoma. Word of their races spread even further once videos hit the internet, and that's when Discovery took notice. But let's not forget that in the early days, not everyone was a fan. Some viewers found the cast uninteresting, while others disapproved of the show, giving a spotlight to what looked like illegal street racing. One of the biggest reasons Street Outlaws became a true phenomenon is because it grew way beyond just one TV show. Over the years, we got spin-offs like Fastest in America, No Prep Kings, Endgame, Gone Girl, America's List, plus the separate series based in New Orleans and Memphis. Each of them brought new faces into the spotlight, expanding the racing dynasty that began in Oklahoma City. And the franchise didn't stop at TV. In 2019, Street Outlaws even launched a video game called The List, followed later by Winner Takes All. The success of the show completely transformed the lives of its stars. Before it all began, most of them had full-time jobs and treated racing as just a hobby, something they did on the side, sometimes making a little money from it. But thanks to the show, just a few years after its 2013 premiere, these racers were able to dedicate their lives entirely to the streets. They also gained exposure on major car platforms like Motor Trend and Dragzine. On top of that, the money from Discovery and race events was great, but the fan support was just as valuable. Millions of people across the US and even beyond tuned in, created fan communities, and in some cases even started racing themselves because of what they saw. You can't talk about Street Outlaws without talking about Big Chief. Real name Justin Shearer. From day one, he was the race master, the guy everyone respected, and the one who knew the ins and outs of street racing better than anyone. The 405 list was Big Chief's creation, and many credit him for making the show possible in the first place. But as with many things, change was inevitable. In March 2022, he announced his exit from the franchise through a YouTube video. By then, rumors were already flying, but he finally made it official. His reason? He didn't like the direction the show was going. He felt that it was moving away from true street racing and focusing more on other formats. So Justin decided to step away. He wanted to continue racing, but on his own terms, and focus on producing videos for his YouTube channel. He also made it clear he didn't plan to appear on any other TV shows. For fans, his departure was a huge blow. Some even thought it meant the beginning of the end for Street Outlaws. Now, the show did keep going for quite a while after his exit, but there's no denying that losing Big Chief was tough for both the cast and the viewers. As much fun as Street Outlaws has given us, the heartbreak of losing some of its stars has also been part of the story. The first cast member we lost was Flip, real name Tyler Pretty. He appeared briefly during Season 1, driving a 1980 Chevy El Camino. He was a close friend of Big Chief and Chris Day, also known as Kamikaze. Sadly, Flip passed away in 2013, before Season 1 had even finished filming. The cause of death was never revealed, but it was reported that it wasn't related to racing. The show honored him with a tribute in that first season. Over the years, others have tragically passed as well. Nathan Cali Nate Schaldach died in a crash in April 2024. And Lizzy Musi, one of the standout racers from No Prep Kings, and one of the few women in the franchise, passed away in June 2024 after a battle with stage 4 breast cancer. But perhaps the most widely covered tragedy was the loss of Ryan Fellows. In August 2022, he died in a crash in Las Vegas while filming the show. His death drew huge media attention, not only because of the circumstances, but also because his family later filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the show. By 2024, the future of Street Outlaws started to look uncertain. Fans grew suspicious when the 6th season of No Prep Kings didn't get a release date, even though it had already been filmed the year before. Months went by with no updates. The show's social media even went quiet, especially after Lizzy Musi's passing, which only made fans more worried. Some believe the show ended because of the lawsuit from Ryan Fellows' family, but that doesn't seem to be the case. According to Variety, Discovery decided to pull the plug on all of its car-focused shows around the time it sold Motor Trend Group to Hearst magazines in late 2024. Even the cast members themselves were left in the dark. AZN admitted that none of them really knew why Discovery made the decision to end the shows, and that included not only Street Outlaws, but also Roadkill, Hot Rod Garage, and others. Then in 2025, things got even more confusing. Discovery announced that Street Outlaws, Locals Only, which had been filmed in 2023, would finally premiere in April 2025. Still, there was no news about the unreleased 6th season of No Prep Kings. Instead, the series was rebranded by Speed Promotions Racing, with events scheduled from May to November 2025, according to Drag Illustrated. All of this has left fans with more questions than answers. For such a beloved franchise, the way things have ended, or maybe not ended, feels uncertain and unfinished. And that's the story of the rise, the changes, the heartbreaks, and the uncertain ending of Street Outlaws.
Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpick these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question in the comments below. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.